Alright, hello everyone. This is just kind of a quick video, me phoning it in, talking about some, cool way that you can use Dramaturge when building a board and playing branded. Because a lot of times when you first take a look at Dramaturge and you first start using the deck, you're like, where does this guy fit into the picture? How do I use him in my, in my game plan when building a board, what have you? Because he does have a negate, which is cool. He's got 3k attack, that's cool. And he has, he can bring himself back from the graveyard so he can help generate advantage. And that's cool, but how do you use him? So this is just kind of like a quick, showing, a scenario where you can when building a board. And also kind of just showing, one of the cool things that he can do. Because he is a cool card. And, yeah, I learned some stuff, and I just wanted to share it. So basically, when building a board and using Dramaturge, the idea behind it is really just he has really good synergy with Mirror Jade. And basically, when you use Mirror Jade, we all know that when you use the effect on your first turn, you really just want the cost. You really just want the Albion in the graveyard to set up your Brandon red. The banish can be a drawback, and having him turned off next turn is also a drawback. However, if Mirror Jade's effect is negated, he will still be able to pay the cost, so he'll still send Albion to the graveyard, but he won't banish, and he will still be able to use his effect next turn. So we just basically want to have Dramaturge on the field in time to be able to negate Mirror Jade so we can get, extra value out of him. This is just a kind of quick 3-card combo. I just wanted to show, there's other ways to get him on board. But basically what you want is you want Branded Fusion. You want, Branded Opening is the easiest way to get Dramaturge on the field, so just showing that. And also you want access to Poly. So I churned up a hand. It's got everything I need, so I can just show it to you right now. So first, we're going to start with Luber, get him on board, get our Branded Opening. And we also, we do want to search our, we want Ad-Lib in hand as well, obviously. So, yeah. So we can, discard. And, yep. So now we got our Dramaturge on the field. Correct. Summon him. And, we already have it. It doesn't matter if we have him in the graveyard or not. So we're just gonna pretend that he didn't. That Tragedy wasn't in our hand, because he doesn't have to be. Get Lubellion, the usual stuff. So now you can see that, Dramaturge is active, but we're gonna hold off on that. So what are we gonna add to our hand? Ad-Lib, of course. Yeah, we're gonna make our Mirror Jade. Get our Poly in the hand. Still gonna hold off. Still gonna hold off on using Dramaturge. Now we get our Poly in the hand. Because we can use it right now, and if we use it right now, we can still have Mirror Jade on the field with his active, with Branded in red, and he'll still have his his Regeki effect active because we didn't send him to the graveyard. But in this case, we're just trying to build as big a board as possible. So now we're gonna use our Mirror Jade the first time. send our Albion. Toss out a Looper. And we can make Drake a Stepelia. And ad libitum. Bring back Mirror Jade. And now we can use the Dramaturge. Don't chain anything. Yeah, don't chain, don't chain. So now we can use our Dramaturge. Again, we're going to send Brigand this time. Yep. And now, yeah, we can just go to the end phase. And now we got both things active, so we can, you know, choose which one we want to activate first. So it also it'll also chain block your your Albion. And no, we don't want to special summon. Yeah. So now, I mean, now you can just see we've got Mirror Jade is active, Draco Stepelia, we've got, we've got Dramaturge as well, who is an interrupt, you know, on his own. We've got our branded in red, which can, you know, we can use to recycle stuff, you know, so we can use our Mirror Jade again, and, you know, interrupt with him. We got Draco Stepelia, and we also got Mercurier in our hand. And this is all just, you know, off of one combo. And so really when you look at it, how did Dramaturge contribute in terms of interruptions? Well, he's an interrupt himself. He allows you to have an additional, you know, Mirror Jade, but that's kind of standard. But he also did allow for Mercurier to be added to your hand. So really, he kind of allows for 2 additional interruptions, which is, you know, pretty nice, especially when one of them is Mercurier. Mercurier is really nice to have. So that's really it. There's other ways to use them. It's, you know, when you play an all gas version of the deck, you just have to be comfortable with, you know, doing test hands and just, you know, comboing off and seeing how you can use each one, and to be able to generate a field, you know, because especially when you're using stuff like Allure of Darkness and, you know, you're sending your Mercurier to the grave, you know, or getting searches off of Mercurier, and a lot of stuff like that. You can definitely generate some pretty good boards if you know what you're doing. So that's why I usually play the all gas version of the deck, because hand traps, I mean, they're nice and all, but in this way you play a much simpler deck. And what happens is with branded, when you're playing that really simple deck, you're relying so heavily on branded fusion, and it's really easy to shut you down. So usually when I'm playing, you know, on ladder and stuff, and I get to the mirror match, a lot of these guys, they play hand traps and everything, and I play, you know, all gas. So if they have like an Ash or something, I might have a really good hand and be able to play around it anyways. And so I'll still have a good field, and then all they have is like their one branded fusion, and it's easy to handle. So usually when it's the mirror match, it's easy. But yeah, so that's really it. Dramaturge is a cool card. Definitely have fun, you know, trying to figure out, you know, what are some good ways to use them. So that's all. Have a good one. Take it easy.